Hello guys, we're going to be working on another fan. Since I'm so proud of my Hunter Robinson Myers, figured I can work on another fan that I just got at my thrifting trip. So this is a Surf. This is Season Air, or at least what seems to used to be a Season's Air. Now it's only a Summer Air fan. So I just started working on this fan, and I'm seeing that there's some parts missing right here, because there would have been like 2 screws to hold that. And there's also what appears to have another switch on the bottom. So now I'm thinking maybe this originally had a heater in there, but the original owner took it out, which, to be honest, part of me is not even all that upset about it, because I've been told that space heaters are a fire hazard. But knowing that there's no heater in there anymore, I could actually use this for something. So one thing that I did find interesting is that probably was a heater at one point, is this nice cloth cord on there. Unfortunately, though, there are some spots. Yeah, the wires, I can feel them cracking inside. So that's really quite a fire hazard. Nothing worse than having a fire hazard, that's for sure. So definitely want to get rid of this. So these lead wires are pretty long. I'm just going to cut this one here. And this here is the screw terminal. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a screwdriver and get that terminal loosened. Or actually, you know what? Could I use the prong from the plug? Because I'm not going to use this cord again. Actually, you know what? I have a proper screwdriver. It was just hiding from me. Fortunately, I also busted it, trying to hide from me. You know what? This has a ring terminal on there, this screw. So I think this cord is definitely original. Because, you know, the average person would not want to be doing a ring terminal. I suppose this could have been a replacement cord, but I highly doubt it. I don't know much about Surf products. I only know the more traditional fans. Actually, I'm not even going to even bother having a chance of wrecking that rubber grommet. I'm just going to cut the wire, because I am not going to use this cord again, because this cord is a fire hazard, and that's not something I feel like having in the house. In the trash it goes. And I had another cord lying around here, and I think it's trying to hide from me as well. But fortunately, it's going to get busted. In fact, I just did. So this is the cord that I also junked out from a Panasonic fan a while back when it was in the trash, and I was able to use a couple parts for another fan to fix. But since I couldn't get that fan to work, I decided to just part it out, and the cord was one of these parts. So this cord's a little hard. I don't know if I really want to use this long term. I think I am going to replace it with something that would have been more original when this fan was new. So I'm just going to pull it apart. I think that's plenty. And then I'll tie a knot in here. No, the knots are really something I want to do with these older fans. That's what I like. That's what I find to be in the best draining relief method. Okay, which wire? This is a polarized cord, so it's gonna matter which wire goes to where. Since this one's gonna be a ring terminal one, I'm gonna strip quite a bit of insulation off of this. All right, there we go. That probably did way more than enough, but that's fine. We can trim it. And then we'll get this as well. And also, with this connection right here, I found it was soldered with electrical tape, which I think that connection's okay. Certainly better to have a solder on there, but I still don't really like that connection because I just don't, because electrical tape does tend to dry out over time and it could fall off. So especially with heat generating components, we do not trust electrical tape. I don't trust electrical tape for anything. Unless if I'm decoding wires, then I'll use electrical tape. But otherwise, I would definitely not use it because it does degrade over time, which is not good. So the wire I plan to put this on in the future, when my paychecks are actually good at work again, is just have a 3-wire. So this would be a ground of this kind of wire that I just took out. That was the hot wire. Now we're going to do the same thing for the neutral. But this is a wire nut. I've tried using this wire nut for a couple different projects and I think this is junk. It does not want to stay. So I'm going to get a different one. This is a bigger size, but let's see if this one will work. Okay, well, that connected just fine. Yeah, I think that'll be a safe connection having it like that. Or actually, you know what? I'm just having something's telling me that I should really experiment with something. Would it be better if I just put this switch over here? I kind of think it would make a little bit more sense. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll redo this connection because this right here, it would definitely make more switch if the switch was on this other side. That would make a lot more sense to me. So I'm going to do it that way. I don't know much about these fans at all. If this was a 0 fan, I would know more about it, but I've never seen anything like this before, ever. Alright, so now we're going to get the switch. Alright, well, I'm going to also strip a little bit more of this off so then I can do another ring terminal kind of connection. I don't really have any of those on hand, but I'm not going to have time to go to the hardware store for another couple days. And this project is not going to go for another couple days. This project is going to go for about another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to have enough of it. So just twist all the strands together so you don't have any fray connections. Those are quite unwelcoming in my house. Because I do not want to have house fires. I mean, no one should. But yeah, definitely would not want to have any house fires. Because that would definitely not be something you would want. Okay, so... Okay, well... This switch doesn't fit. Well, I just wasted some time trying to get this together. But, yeah, it's going to have to go on the top. thought it would make more sense to put it there, but it's not. Actually, I think that would have been a perfect spot for a little toggle switch, like to have it kind of like for a ceiling fan. Not that this fan would change directions, but whether you want a heater on or not, because you know in the fall time you would want it warmer because it's transitioning into cooler weather. And then you would switch the switch off to spring because you want warmer weather in the spring. So I think that's what it said in the tag. Switch the switch every fall and spring. I think that's what it said on the bottom, but I just want to get this project done now because I want to use this. Okay. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Okay. Okay, second time. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, the screw is kind of pulling up by itself. All right, there we go. Now let's see if this will work. There we go. Now we're gonna stuff these wires back up in here. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to be fun to put back in. And you know what? Oddly enough, I didn't even grab the screws, so I'll just grab those real quick. That's fine. All right. All right, so now let's see if this is gonna go. I hope. And I really hope I'm not damaging the windings, because if you do that, that will kill the fan. And you probably will have a couple $1,000 repair, which is not something you want, so be careful. I've never serviced a fan like this before. I'm used to servicing stuff like Westinghouse, or Zero fans, Eskimos, fans like that. I'm not used to working with these unusual fans like these heaters. So, but I think the heater was taken out. If anyone has any idea about these fans, please let me know. Something tells me I think I'm one of the first few collectors to even acquire one of these. Which, I mean, I could see it because, you know, some of these have caused house fires. Because I've been told that heaters are one of the reasons why house fires have happened. But if it legitimately the heater was taken out because they were just that bad of fireproof, well, I'm not going to be that upset because house fire is definitely not something you want at all. I do not welcome fire hazards in the house, even vintage ones. I mean, I suppose two-prong olives I do allow, but those are not fire hazards. They're just ungrounded. You would just get zapped by those, which you could actually ground a two-prong outlet, if that's not even crazy enough. Okay. All right. And I'm not even gonna bother. Actually, I should tighten these to make sure that they're correct, because that would not be something good if something was loose. That would be very bad if something was loose. Yeah, this was definitely loose still. I hope this will be the last tightening of today. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure that the fan is going to work. So let's see, we have these. We have the meter set up here. We have 36 ohms. Nothing on there. The hot side. All right, I think this is safe to plug in now, so. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to move the fan closer to the outlet if it is gonna help at all. Okay, so plug it up, see if it'll run. Hopefully nothing explodes. What the heck? I think the cage is a little bent or something. Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I think the cage might be okay. Maybe the blades are just here out of alignment. I'll just move those back in the guard. Nope. All right, I'll just turn to the off position. And if something were to go wrong, I am just gonna turn it off by the switch. All right, I think I'm gonna oil it because it clearly needs it. Are there seriously no oil ports in this thing? What the heck is up with that? Or maybe I just have it upside down. Yeah, I do. And the cord is too short, of course. Okay, well, see if we can. Okay, well, let's see if we can at least oil the bearings partial before I go to bed. Okay. I think that's going to work now. Of course, this is this bent or something? Maybe, you know what? Maybe the shaft needs to go up a little bit. That could be the reason why it's making that noise. And I do not want to listen to that noise, ever. Not when the fan's running. I'm gonna go get the smaller screwdriver. Let's see here. Can this, okay. Okay, the blade just came off. We don't want it all the way off. I only just want it a little after the shaft is sufficient enough for me. Well, okay, well, something's clearly going wrong with the motor, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to hold off on this project for now. And then I'll visit this again at a later time. Well, we've replaced the cord. That was the main thing. But there's some kind of a problem with the motor. So that's going to have to conclude the service for now. But on a later date, I will get in there and see what's up with the motor. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.